Hello, good day to you all. Jan Rognerud, founder of chaosmap.com, and coming at you live here. I'm just so excited, man. I managed to get it in here. It's getting later and later in the day. It's just been crazy, crazy busy, but fun busy, and lots going on here. And how about yourself? How are you doing today? If you are driving, listening to my voice, thank you very much. If you're coming in live, watching the screens, well, hey, you'll be watching some really cool things here today, but everything is captured and everything is shared and distributed through multiple networks and platforms. So you'll get it no matter what. And hey, it turns out that many of you like this. We received some great comments, and hey, I love the subscriptions, and even more so when you actually give a review, especially on the iTunes podcast. If you're so inclined, go ahead and do that. But listen, today I'm going to share something pretty cool here. One of the things I actually saw in a forum here from my friend Alexander, who's an awesome e-com dude, is the ability to access Facebook guides. And, you know, while he was talking about basically here's some links for it, I took it to the next level because that's what I like to do. And what that really means is how can we access all of this information by using, you know, a sneaky trick? And again, I would have to add that to the headline, right? Because that creates attention. One of the many things you hear me talking about on this broadcast is, you know, getting attention is the first step, right? And if you can do it in a sort of, I was going to say friendly way, or a way that is non-cheesy, that's a better way to put it, that's great. And so this today is the Facebook Guides Sneaky Trick to Expose Killer Facebook Ads Guides. There's actually more than just advertising here, but essentially we're going to be using SEO, or really, technically speaking, we're going to be using an organic Google trick to do this. And so what you're looking at here is one of the guides to Facebook here. And before I do that, though, let me just do a quick pitch here. If you are running Facebook ads, trying to sell out events, we have a free workshop that you can hit up there. You see it right there, selloutmyevent.com, www.selloutmyevent.com. And we use Facebook and Google, the YouTubes for that, but really very, very strategically Facebook. And we have a process for that. And that workshop tells you how we do it, and shows you also a free framework that you can use. So I'm going to turn that off and let's get back to the podcast and the broadcast at hand. So how do you access all these guides? Well, the one we're looking at here is your guide to Facebook bid strategies, right? So we're talking about, you know, cost control, cost versus control. And, you know, this is sort of the two-faced approach here. Do you want to control cost? No. Okay, well then use the default, right? The lowest cost, no cost control. And if yes, you want to control cost, that's when you get into cost cap, bid cap, and target cost, which we also use, right? But there's different times and different ways to use this. So typically we go with the default here, but we're not going to talk about Facebook strategies here too much today, because really this is all about exposing these guides, right? And to make it available for you. But you can see here, very, very detailed here from Facebook, from the source. Right. So here's some images talking about target costs, right? Best for getting consistent costs. We have cost cap, best for getting the most volume. Bid cap, best for controlling bids in the auction, right? You know, we all know that Facebook is all about the auction. And there's a nice grid here that explains how to use the right bid strategy. I mean, talk about, you know, exposing information that you can use. Well, you know, here it essentially is a grid that breaks down available bid strategies, you know, who sets the bids, available objectives. So we get into that, you know, awareness, reach, traffic, engagement, you know, post-page engagements, et cetera, conversions, you know, when to use it, the benefits of that, and other considerations. So again, a lot of detail here that's really helpful and useful for you as a Facebook advertiser. Now, here's the thing. You said, Jan, that there were more guides. Okay, well, let's flip over to the little cute trick here. So we're using good old Google here. And the way you do this is if you look on the first page here, and again, I'll kind of read it out for you all that are listening in. There's a URL, facebook.com/business/m/1sheeters. That's kind of the key right there. And then, of course, the bid strategy guide right there. But if you take a look at this first URL piece here, facebook.com business M1sheeters. Well, I would like to see what falls under that directory structure. How do we do that? Well, we use the site:" command. So in Google, you may not know this, but there's a cute trick, and I shouldn't say it's a cute trick. It's been there since forever. And SEOs and what we do at the agency also as SEOs, we use this all the time to take a look at really the following. What's available to us as users here in pages from the Google index, from the Google databases. And here we see 13 results. And notice how I didn't include the entire URL. I'm just really stripping out that key portion of business M1 cheaters. Okay, fantastic. Let me see here. Do I have our guide that we just looked at? Yes, there it is. Facebook bid strategy guide. Okay, what's another one? Okay, controlling frequency on Facebook. Just found that. Nice. Planning for effective reach and frequency. Video views, brand awareness, reach, engagement. Tips. Again, here comes the kind of grid. Talks about the objective, optimization, based on impressions, views, etc. Availability, distribution, reporting, FAQs. So there's an example of a nice and useful guide for you. Another one would be a value optimization with minimum ROAS. Value optimization with minimum ROAS bidding. Jesus, I cannot talk today. Sorry if some of you are sensitive to that, but I didn't want to miss this. This is essentially now an ability for you to gain more control over the value you bring to campaigns. Return on ad spend, ROAS, right? Well, this bidding lets you set the lowest acceptable return on ad spend, giving you more command over the value a campaign accrues to your business. These are, central themes and key aspects of any Facebook ads campaign. And the fact that these guides are out there, but not sort of easily found or recognized at the community at large, hence my note of this. Even in, some of these groups and forums and blogs, this has to be called out organically. John Loomer is another friend in the business. He just had some posts on this, like, wow. Well, very cool, but you know what? This is super cool. I can go in and use the site: command, and I can find out everything. Now, what you probably gather from this is anything else that you see that has a common structure like this, like the one-sheeters, right? Well, then you can use the site: for that as well. What's another one here? We talked about, pixels is fine. Let's see here. Facebook conversion lift. That's a one-sheeter as well. So it kind of follows a similar deal here. And has some stats and some information, probably not the most intense here at this point, but you get the drift here. And so let's see here. One thing that I probably didn't look at was I looked at the Facebook video requirements chart. Very useful, right? Here you can see the full landscape, square, vertical, full portrait, vertical. All of these with these charts just become sort of, well, exactly that. One-sheeters of great information that gives you tremendous insights into advertising campaigns that you're working on, and also just sort of the, Facebook's viewpoint clearly here, but the technical aspects of this that allows you to move faster. Now, caveat on this, while a sheet like this, obviously, you can't deviate from the facts. I mean, a square is a square, a 16 by 9 is a full landscape. But you want to test these things. So if you're gathering some information and it appears different in your campaigns or some of the recommendations that came out of this in conversations with the team, et cetera, shows up different, well, then the numbers within your organization and your reporting is what's going to fully drive this. But the fact that you can access this and then you can use the site: command, which is, again, that SEO trick, the sneaky trick to access it, well, that's phenomenal. And I just wanted to share this with you. And by the way, if you'd like to know how we do this with Facebook advertising for events, workshops, seminars, conferences, we've been doing this for a while. We even have some trainings on it. The workshop is at selloutmyevent.com. And I think you should head on over there because it is free and you can get some strategies either way, whether you're doing events or not. So anyway, this is just Jan coming at you here once again. I really appreciate all your feedback and your comments and your love, because we are a loving community over here as well. So thank you again. And I hope you're having a great day, evening, or night, wherever you are. All right. Cheers. See you later. Bye.